pleased to introduce the moderator for the next panel, Dean Peg Hess. And Dean Hess has been a faculty member at the school for several years now, and is recently 2 years? 1 year. For 1 year now has been the academic dean at the school. Peg?
But who's counting the months and days, right? It's the years of relief that you're feeling, having moved out of the role. We're certainly very pleased to be able to build on the rich discussion that is already begun from the first panel, and I appreciate your willingness to hold discussion and questions until we hear from our three other distinguished panelists. Our focus is going to shift slightly, as several panelists have already mentioned. We've moved into, it's impossible to talk about what social workers need to know without talking about instructional issues and curriculum issues as well. But we want to focus more intentionally with our last three panelists to a focus on social work education and raise three questions that they'll be addressing. First, what technology is presently available to social work educators? Secondly, what technology is presently being used by social work educators? I don't know whether we have a survey about that, but I think we all have a hunch about the findings, were there one. What technology do you predict will be available in the future? And what can we anticipate, and should we be preparing ourselves for as social work educators? Our three panelists from this point until we're ready to have a full discussion with all panelists include first Dr. John Black, who is professor at Teachers College, Columbia University. Dr. Bill Ferns, who is assistant professor of computer information systems, Baruch College Department of Statistics and Computer Information Systems, and Dr. Walter Hudson, professor, Arizona State University School of Social Work. I'm going to follow the approach that Ed used and briefly introduce all three of the panelists, and they'll each have 10 minutes to share with us their perspectives on these three questions, and then we'll open for a broader discussion with the whole group and with the entire panel. First, Dr. John Black is a professor of computing and education and professor of educational psychology at Teachers College. Prior to coming to Teachers College, he was associate professor in the psychology and computer science departments at Yale University. He's been a visiting scientist at IBM, Thomas J. Watson Research Center, Bell Laboratories, and the Xerox Palo Alto Research Center. His current research focuses on basic mechanisms of human cognition with application to the design of effective learning environments using technology. Our second panelist in this second panel is, as I mentioned, Dr. Bill Ferns. Dr. Ferns has developed and tested LifeNet, which is an expert system designed to assist in the risk assessment of suicide with youth. He is the founder and coordinator of Baruch's workshop on advanced information systems for the human services, which will hold its 4th annual conference in the spring of 1966. He's authored many articles, including several published in Expert Systems with Applications and the Journal of Clinical Psychology. And finally, Dr. Walter Hudson from Arizona State University School of Social Work. Dr. Hudson has developed and validated more than 25 different outcome measures for use in the human services professions and has conducted research in this area since the late 1960s. His first book on the topic was the Clinical Measurement Package, a field manual published in 1982, which has now been updated. Those of us who teach practice are very familiar with Dr. Hudson's work in this area. He recently has completed work on a comprehensive automated quality assurance management system, the Clinical Measurement Package, now available for professional use. And his most recent work is on the development of conceptual foundation and theory, which includes a mathematical model of empirical human service practice. We look forward to their comments.